TIFU by reading my, now, ex-GF's diary. Hello everyone. I fucked up big time today and I feel like shit. I was dating this girl for a year. When she suddenly cheated on me with a friend. Just a kiss. She begged me to take her back as it didn't mean anything to her. While the guy was still living in the same student dorm. I accepted her and took her back. Then we broke up again because she just realized she didn't love me or something. We still got back together a couple weeks later. So the past 3 weeks have been working out stuff for us. I still had some bad moments with trust but was okay. When I was at her place today I found her diary on the nightstand. So I looked inside and found out that even before she cheated, she wrote a lot of times. Over the course of 2 months. She loved me in her own way, or also as a friend. And she fell in love with this guy. And even before they kissed she wrote about how she would love that to happen and how much she can only think of him. After we broke up there's 2 weeks of her writing about missing him and me. More him. And saying herself she's okay with loving us both. So I told her and she went all about how she didn't mean anything she wrote. Those were just random thoughts and nothing she really feels or desires. We broke up 2 days ago and I feel like shit. Like I'm not any better than her for breaching her privacy or snooping around. I'm sad about losing a close person. A friend. But I feel like it's good this relationship is over. But I feel so bad knowing that now she hates me for doing that and I always thought that I would be a better person than her. Like I knew it was wrong to do it but I did it anyways. Just as she did when she cheated on me. And also, when we talked about it, she kept saying that she didn't mean a single word she wrote in there. That she felt nothing when she cheated on me and afterwards realized she didn't feel anything about him. She was so confident. I feel like I have to believe it. But then again, why would she continue writing about him if she felt nothing? Who would write out fantasies long after they happened? TLDR. Read my girlfriend's diary. Found out that she may been lying to me for a long time. Had to break up with her and hate myself for being a shitbag like her. Bro, you won here. She's pretty fucked up. You're better off alone than being with her. This person was going to play both sides for whatever advantage she could get. You caught her out at doing something generally considered pretty immoral, so of course she is going to try and discredit the information and make you feel bad for using it. That was her best option, to try and continue playing both sides. You've just had your first encounter with a serial manipulator. Once trust is gone, it's very hard to get back. Ask yourself, would you have looked at the diary if the trust hadn't been broken? Hope everything works out, man. Remember you're human and learn. My friend. Fucking run. Run far and fast and don't look back. This is full of red flags. Find yourself a girl who can be girlfriend, best friend and partner in crime. Someone who will catch you when you fall and be strong when you're weak. And just importantly, be that person for her. Don't feel like shit. It's good that you broke up. She's clearly not in love with you. I would never have gone back with her the first time she cheated. Even if she said the kiss was nothing. You're better off spending time dating other people. This chick was gaslighting you. You should also be wary that what you found out is almost never the full picture. The kiss is never just a kiss. Guy. I meant nothing I wrote in the diary that I thought no one would read, sure. Lol, she tried to manipulate the fuck out of you. Nice dodge. You're better off. Snooping is unacceptable if you don't have a reason. But once the other person does something to destroy your trust, I feel like snooping is okay because then it will either help you trust again or show you that the other person is truly a piece of shit. Bro, she was gaslighting you. You really are better off without her. There are 7.6 billion people on planet Earth right now. Roughly half of them are female identifying. Maybe don't spend so much time focused on the one that is treating you like a disposable diaper and giving you such shit. You didn't foo. You dodged a huge bullet. Bro, if a girl cheats on you and you take her back, you would be a complete moron not to look at that. Diary. Also, who the fuck uses a diary anymore? Lots going on here and I can relate to some of it. I journal for therapy when my head is full of my PTSD crap. I need to get it out, and journaling is neutral, so long as nobody reads it. Because I'm working on mental health issues. A lot of what I write is trauma struggle feelings that come from those deep dark places that are part me, but not the sum of me. Like, yeah. For 20 minutes last week I was struggling with the urge to smash up everything in my house and set it on fire. Not an uncontrollable mania. Just this impulse that kept tapping from my subconscious. That was real. It also doesn't mean that I want to smash up my house. It's irrational, and I know it's irrational, and writing it is a way of getting it out in a controlled manner. Of exercising control over it. Feelings are harder to say one way or the other because all feelings are real. But not all feelings wind up mattering. They come. They go. They tell me about me in real time. They could be brief or enduring. And journaling helps me track that. Since I get so scattered at times and have a skewed sense of time. It helps me to have that tool. To see what keeps surfacing versus what seems so important. But actually isn't. Fantasizing fosters energy for a thing. If an impulse or desire to do something enters your head and you don't want to follow it, you don't follow it on purpose. The more energy and focus you give it, the more powerful it becomes. Not everyone knows that. If the impulse returns even though you have worked to dismiss it, it's time to evaluate it and get to the root. If it's dangerous, seek help. That sort of thing. But repeatedly journaling on a subject means you're attached to it in some way. Desire, fear, something. And the repeats strengthen the impulse. It sounds like she got to the root. She's happily polyamorous. Which she apparently didn't discuss with you. Huge red flag. Healthy poly is honest poly. If she wanted to date you both needed to know. Period. Because being in that kind of relationship demands consent. By being unwilling to have that talk with you, she was trying to have her cake and eat it too. Bad GF. No cookie. If you aren't okay with that flavor of relationship and she knows it, she had no right to involve you against your will. If she didn't know, she had a responsibility to find out. It's possible that she doesn't understand that she's poly. Yes. Totally possible. And then it really is just not mature enough for a relationship. Girl would benefit from some therapy, I'd bet. You did breach her trust, not a good thing. But I'm curious about why. Clearly you see it as bad behavior. You could have asked her to see her diary. Broken up with her without spying just because you experienced the lack of trust. You had options. Why go with what you believed was a bad thing? It seems like your mind was casting about for external confirmation of some kind. Something to push you to make a decision you didn't want to make. Reading her diary was effective. But not something you can be okay with. Which is good. Not being okay with your bad behavior even though you got the info you needed means you recognize it as bad behavior. Something we all do from time to time. The lesson for you in it is in that decision to look for some external push to acknowledge the validity of your trust issue with her. You wanted to spy because you understood on some level that you were not seeing the full picture. You understood that you weren't comfortable or okay in the relationship. But you didn't feel valid ending it for some reason. You have a total right to trust that instinct in the future. You don't need to breach privacy. Acknowledge that instinct to yourself and to others involved. You can tell someone that you see too many red flags to trust and go from there. It might suck, but it's better than spying. You understood that something was up. And you handled it badly. She understood her position and she handled it badly. So badly that when confronted, she couldn't even own her own words. There's no comparison, and I don't think either of you are bad people or one is worse than the other. TLDR, to err is human. Take the lesson and let yourself move on. Location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag. Fuck, I wish I was 17 again where this shit was my biggest problem. Bruv, you should be happy, you dodged a bullet. You fucked up. But not big time. These are the dumb things everyone does at your age. You'll live and grow from it. Ditch the bitch. I didn't mean it, and I'm sorry it will never happen again, are both massive red flags in my book. As someone who has been dating for over 20 years and only had 3 healthy relationships, I have a long list of easy to spot red flags. I eventually gave up on dating because it seems like all I find is abuse.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.